Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. So today we're reviewing another one of these American Mountain Dews, but this one is on simply the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. So yes, some of the American drinks are finally bringing out sugar-free versions in America, which is quite interesting really, because of course we've had Dr. Pepper Zero here in England and I guess Europe for, well, quite a while now. So to have actually an American zero sugar say fizzy drink is quite interesting. So I've bought it to see how interesting, it is compared to the English Dr. Pepper Zero in a bottle. So I got this particular can actually out of it was a Shell garage, but it was a Londis Shell garage, and it had like an American section in there, and it cost me £1.50, which I guess is not too bad really, seeing as it's out of a Shell garage Londis shop. So not too bad, and it's to buy, to try and review, so why not? So anyways, let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So we have the well, I'd say the usual American kind of Dr. Pepper design, but we don't. This is totally different and, well, completely new from the American side to it. So we've kind of got the classic older style Dr. Pepper logo, which is fine, and a kind of reddish color, but then we kind of got this big black kind of side to the can, so it literally says zero sugar, which again is completely different to the American can. So it's literally kind of half the can in black to represent the sugar, which is fairly cool, but yeah, it's a little bit different. And of course on the bag we do have the American ingredients and stuff with an English sticker. I have tried to peel it off, it's really tough, but I could pretty much make out what we need to know from the can. On the bottom we have nothing, and on the top everything's all standard and silver, including the pull ring. Taking a closer look at this can, so it's the 355 milliliter can, so it's not the smaller 330 ml, which is generally the Coke can size you get here in England. So it is a bit bigger, or 12 FL ounce, 0 calories per can. Dr. Pepper sugar free. So obviously on the English sticker it simply just says nothing about high fructose corn syrup, which is interesting because also on the American ingredients it normally says high fructose corn syrup at the beginning, and it doesn't say high fructose corn syrup. And I mean, it might be behind the label, but as far as I can see, there's no high fructose corn syrup on there, which is interesting for an American drink. Sweeteners are aspartame, and that's, I think, yeah, aspartame, something like that. So yeah, it's interesting. It's got a Sulaflame K as well. Again, it's a bit different to what the English label is. It's either Spartan, yeah, the label's a bit faded actually, so I can't really tell, but for the most part the most important facts are that it's sugar free and it's got no calories for an American fizzy drink, like I said, which is really unheard of. So there you go. But anyways, it's nice and cold. I have got a cup. Let's get straight to it. Hopefully it won't explode over me. So yeah, it's kind of be comparing this to Dr. Pepper Zero in England. This will be interesting. Right, don't explode. There we go, I think we're safe. So we all know what the colour of Dr. Pepper is going to be. It's going to be that super dark black or brown colour, which is generally the same colour as Coke or Pepsi or something like that, because these type of drinks naturally have that type of colour. Anyways, and the colour is... Hey viewers, Zesty Lime Studios here. If you want to save 10% discount on any of these Zest Gamer products, don't forget to use code ZESTYLS. The code will be in the description below. These are my two personal favourites, Horus and Hyper Beast. Thanks guys. Surprise, surprise. And of course it should be, yep, super fizzy, as these drinks always are. Look at that. The amount of foam on that. Dr. Pepper, Coke, stuff like that. Fizziest drinks and foamiest drinks on the planet. So yes, the colour is indeed the usual colour for this, which is just super dark brown, really black looking colour. Not really a nice colour if you really think about it. It's not, super dark colour is not nice, but it's the usual colour of what Coke, Dr. Pepper, normally is. Not too many bubbles on the side, to be fair, but absolute ton amount of foam on the top, again, which is standard for these drinks. Anyway, let's give it a closer smell now and see what we can smell of. So the last time I had Dr. Pepper Zero was in fact yesterday, out of one of the machines you get like in a restaurant. Because I was in a restaurant yesterday actually, and they had the like the Coke syrup machines where you can have like you can have Dr. Pepper and then vanilla, lime, cherry, red berry, something like that. It was out of one of their machines, and it was nice. So this smells very similar to that, in fact almost the same. I pretty much wouldn't be able to tell maybe in the blind smell test, but yeah, it's probably what's got that Dr Pepper Zero smell. Now Dr Pepper can taste a little bit marzipan-y, just a little bit, because again Dr Pepper's like its own kind of thing. You know, again, people ask what Dr Pepper tastes of. Well, it tastes of Dr Pepper, which is its own thing, but if anything, I say it's a kind of a bit marzipan-y in a way, the taste of Dr Pepper. But you know, I'm sure most of you have tried Dr Pepper at some point. So, but anyways, nevertheless, let's try some, see how this is. Oh yes, it definitely hasn't got high fructose corn syrup or anything like that at all. That's a hell of a lot lighter. It just feels weird because my brain and body drinking this is ready for like an American rush of, you know, the syrup and the sugar, but this is just totally different and unheard of. That is seriously, yeah, that is seriously undersweetened for an American drink. Obviously because of the sugar-free and the no calories and no syrup. That is a total change to how they normally are. It's incredible how much sugar and syrup is in the full sugar versions of these. It really is different. Now, from initial reaction of that, the Dr Pepper flavour isn't that strong to what the Dr Pepper Zero is over here in England. Now, as a standalone flavour, obviously without any of the kind of flavoured syrups, like, you know, your lime or your cherry or whatever, the kind of marzipanish kind of blend flavour really isn't there whatsoever. And overall, to be honest, overall as a drink, the whole drink is just really weak and undersweetened. I mean, obviously, yes, because, you know, it's sugar-free and stuff, but again, I'm comparing this to England's Dr Pepper sugar-free, which is definitely a lot stronger and nicer than what this is. I find the English one has got a lot more, it's got more poke to it, you know, and of course it's still sugar-free because it's Dr Pepper Zero, which is interesting because you think, okay, the American blend of this may struggle to what maybe the, you know, the European / English Dr Pepper Zero is, but it just feels like it in a way this is like the American Dr Pepper, but literally without the high fructose corn syrup and the syrup, and then they've just left it. That's almost like what it is. Whereas kind of the sugar-free blends over here in England and say parts of Europe, they generally are two completely different blends in themselves, but it literally seems like they've taken out the sugar, taken out the syrup, and then they've left it, because overall as Dr Pepper drink, it just tastes really weak and, to be honest, not that good. You know, I was going to drink the rest of this because it's sugar-free, but, you know, I'll take a few more sips and then see. I'm just not getting that Dr Pepper kick like the Dr Pepper Zero does here in England. Which is a bad thing, to be honest, because Americans will drink this now and think, oh, this tastes bad or whatever, but if they try an English bottle of it, then it's definitely a different style. But I mean, it's okay-ish. It's just, like I said, they've literally removed the syrup and sugar and then left it to what it is, which is, I don't know whether that's understandable or it's stupid, because I don't know, is it understandable or is it stupid? Because if they have literally just taken out the sugar and syrup, then, well, okay, but if it's going to taste like this, I would not drink this again. I mean, I wouldn't drink the full sugar for a start, but I just think because the Dr Pepper Zero is, you know, quite nice here in England, I know I do drink Dr Pepper Zero, you know, here and there in England, you know, grab a bottle here and there because it tastes nice. Same for Coke Zero and stuff, because over here it tastes nice, so we drink it, you know, more than we probably should because it tastes nicer than it should. But yeah, this is like extracting sugar from the full sugar and then just leaving it, so it's really missing kind of, oh, excuse me guys, fizzy, it's really missing any of that magic that the kind of, you know, I guess the English full sugar versions are missing, rather than saying what the full sugar versions are missing, because you really shouldn't be drinking the full sugar because of how much sugar's in there. But yeah, so I mean, okay, you know, it hasn't got super nasty taste, it hasn't got this, it hasn't got that, but it's okay-ish, but it just tastes too dull and too bland to really be standing out, you know, compared to the English sugar-free variants of it. So for them reasons, I will give it a thumbs down, because, you know, I will not drink the rest of that because it just doesn't taste that nice. Let me try some out the can. Yeah, it's just, it's just meh, and that's it really. Yeah. Well, it's totally interesting coming from America's sugar-free Dr. Pepper, see how they cope with it. But honestly, if you're an American watching this and looking for the sugar-free one, see if you can get hold of an English bottle of Dr. Pepper Zero. It's much better and much tastier, or even a European bottle if you can. But yeah, it's meh, so there you go, we'll leave it at that. So anyways, viewers, as always, thank you for watching. If you have tried that drink, let me know in the comments below. And as always, you can check the description of this video. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram or Twitter, or if you want to support the channel, you can check out my Patreon. Minimum support is £1 and I go towards new drinks, which means new videos for the channel. So as always, thanks for watching.